Hello and welcome to this episode of our TraXel podcast. My name is Holly B. I'm your host today. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about a critical and often misunderstood aspect of multiple sclerosis, which is MS fatigue. So listen in as we unravel the complexities of this invisible symptom and help you explore some strategies that will help you manage it much more effectively. So, MS fatigue is far more intricate than tiredness. So, someone without MS fatigue might just experience tiredness and be able to take a nap to catch up on some rest. Well, that doesn't work with MS fatigue patients. With MS fatigue, it often involves very sudden energy depletion, and that can be both mentally and physically. So you may find that normal daily tasks, such as taking a shower or perhaps walking to the mailbox to pick up your mail, just become too overwhelming and daunting to complete. So the fatigue is a consequence of nervous system damage, and it affects about 80% of MS patients. It's really the most common reason MS patients end up leaving their jobs and or going out on disability. So it's important to understand that the roots of MS fatigue are very multifaceted. So primary fatigue stems from brain and central nervous system changes due to MS-related damage. And these disrupted nerve signals actually increase the energy that's required for just basic body functions, which then leads to an accumulation of this fatigue symptom. Secondary fatigue is influenced by more of the broader aspect of living with MS. So, symptoms like pain, depression, sleep disturbances, all these things exacerbate fatigue. And then you couple that with potential side effects of medications and different lifestyle factors such as stress and diet, as well as potential underlying medical conditions. All of these things can amplify the fatigue as well. So, the emotional toll that MS fatigue can take on a patient can be truly immense. Patients often face a lot of judgment and misunderstanding around their symptoms, and they're oftentimes accused of being lazy, of not trying hard enough, of lacking motivation, or being depressed. They may be even accused of exaggerating or making up their symptoms in an effort to get attention. Such experiences like this can actually end up leading to depression that wasn't necessarily there already, and it can even worsen the whole range of MS symptoms. So, when you're learning how to deal with and manage your MS fatigue, it's really important to address here the physical and emotional aspects of MS fatigue. To properly address MS fatigue, it really requires a thorough investigation of various factors, and we're going to address now the key factors that are proven to help manage fatigue symptoms. Number one is energy efficiency. So, learning to take a look at your daily schedule and take stock of what your day looks like and learning how to plan and balance out your daily activities in order to conserve your energy and allow for times of rest. Also, we want to identify and respect personal limits. So that means putting boundaries both on your own limits, mentally and physically, as well as creating clear boundaries for others. Also, it's very important to seek assistance and ask for help from friends, from family, from colleagues, asking for help with physical tasks, but also asking for help with things that are emotionally or mentally taxing as well can really help you in managing those fatigue symptoms. Number two is going to be improved sleep quality. So, establishing nighttime routines and consistent sleep times will really help you set your body up to understand that it is time to rest at night. So, avoiding stressful activities before bedtime, creating a comfortable sleep environment with keeping the room cool and dark and quiet. Also, making sure that you're not partaking in any caffeine from early afternoon on into the evening. You also want to avoid eating in bed and watching TV in bed or eating too late in the evening as well. Number 3 is managing mood swings. Mood swings are often exacerbated by MS triggers. So, taking a mood diary and learning to take notes and identify what is triggering your mood swings, and then taking that information and learning to communicate that to your loved ones so you can have a better communication system when your mood swings are triggered. If this is something that you really struggle with, seeking counseling or finding support groups and professional help around this topic is extremely helpful and highly recommended. Also, making sure that you're taking time to engage in enjoyable activities and also address your non-MS related sources of stress and depression. If we can work on that root cause, then it can help to soften the effects from the MS and the MS fatigue. Number 4, relaxation. So, learning relaxation techniques to manage mood changes, manage stress, manage sleep quality is very important. This can be things like doing breath work or meditation. It could be reading a good book, anything that helps to just calm your nervous system down. But I want to stress here that true relaxation doesn't look like lying on the couch and just scrolling through social media. Scrolling through social media can trigger some of the stress and anxiety and symptoms that we are feeling, right? So, finding what it is for your body to truly relax. Maybe that's just getting outside and getting some fresh air and just tuning into all 5 of your senses, or just getting your feet, your actual soles of your feet, to touch the ground for a few minutes to ground and relieve some of that stress down into the earth. Anything that you find helps is really important. So experiment and see what works best for you. Also, we want to focus on reducing muscle tension. So that could be things like taking an Epsom salt bath or doing some gentle stretching, anything to help relax the musculature in addition to relaxing your nervous system is very, very helpful here. Number 5 is avoiding extreme temperatures. You may have noticed that extreme temperatures, heat-wise or cold, as well as humidity, can worsen your MS symptoms and worsen fatigue. So you want to be aware of what's going on with the weather patterns and avoid such conditions and adjust your activity in hot or humid or very cold weather. Number 6 is exercise and diet. Here, you want to maintain a healthy and balanced diet rich in fruits and vegetables, low fat, high omega-3s, low sugar, and low salt foods. In addition, regular exercise is actually really crucial for managing MS fatigue and preventing muscle weakness. Regular exercise is also actually very crucial in managing MS fatigue and preventing muscle weakness. I know that a lot of you might hear the word exercise and think I'm in too much pain to do any type of exercise. Well, I want to stress here that minor movements are still movements. So even if you are laying in bed or on the couch, you can still move your body in subtle ways to help create flow through the body and to help prevent that muscle weakness. So that might be head rolls or shoulder rolls. That might be pointing and flexing the feet to get movement in your lower extremities. So get creative and just focus on whatever type of movement feels good to you that you can manage at this time. Number 7 is going to be consulting with healthcare providers. So it's really important to consult with your doctors, your neurologists, your healthcare management team about your fatigue and about your overall health. They're going to want to review your medications and your treatments to see if those might be impacting your fatigue symptoms. And then you definitely want to make sure you adhere to the medication regimens that are laid out for you. So we really hope that you found those 7 points valuable and that you can start implementing some of these things right away to help manage your MS fatigue symptoms. And we invite you to join our My TraXel community forum. In this forum, you can actually connect with your fellow MS patients and share your experiences with people who understand what you're going through and where you're coming from. And that is really invaluable on your journey of chronic illness. Chronic illness can feel very isolating, but through our forum, you'll find a really supportive group and community that comprehends what you're going through. And we would love for you to take full advantage of that. Now, just remember that MS fatigue is complex, but with the right strategies and support, it can be managed really effectively. And we will be coming back to you very soon with more insights on this topic. But until then, just stay informed, explore our forum, and feel really empowered as we navigate this world of multiple sclerosis together. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.